Somebody needs to unblock that toilet. I am not up for plunging in this outfit. Hey, baby. How are you feeling? Yesterday was pretty full on, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. It's just when DeMarcus was pulled out of the fire, you seem to have this look on your face.
Like what, Mum?
Like maybe you knew something about what happened, and you know, it's okay if you do, you can tell me.
How would I know anything?
Maybe you saw who locked him in, or...
I was in my room the whole time you sent me there. I don't know anything.
Okay, of course not. You know what? It's probably that stink scrambling my brain.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey. What's the latest?
The police have just finished checking the CCTV footage from the time of the fire.
And?
There isn't any. There was no SD card in the camera. Somebody must have forgotten to replace it.
Dad, can we just go home? I feel like I've swallowed a bag of sand.
Yeah, you don't sound great, mate. Sounds like Nana after she's done karaoke.
This is funny. Somebody tried to kill my son.
Dial it down, yeah? He's just trying to lighten the mood.
Dial it down. Look, I just want answers, yeah? We got to speak to everyone that was with us on Christmas Day to find out if they saw anything suspicious.
Okay, well, me and Bobby and the rest of the family were in there, so what could we have seen?
Yeah, are you sure it was deliberate?
Have you had any aggro with anyone else recently?
I mean, it's not like I wasn't public enemy #1 for months. Made a few enemies.
I don't think of this before. Mason. Hey, you go inside, all right? You rest. I'll be back in a bit, okay?
I can go into town by myself. I'm not 5, and I don't need my uncle holding my hand.
All right, don't shoot the messenger, Mace. Besides, your dad still wants someone keeping an eye on you. Look, have you seen the size of your mum's shopping list?
Yeah, both double-sided, colour-coded pages of it.
Yeah, this is a two-man job. Right, listen, here's the plan. We'll grab a drink here, we'll head to the supermarket, seeing as Price Slice is basically a crime scene.
What you got to say for yourself, eh?
Well, we got a problem. You can't go throwing accusations around before you've heard his side of the story.
Accusations? What are you on about?
I didn't think this kid could get any more twisted. He tried to kill my son.
I don't think you're listening, big man, all right? You can't just lay into him without any proof.
I did nothing, I swear.
Come on, he's just a kid. Come on, let's go.
It's not the first time you've gone after DeMarcus, though, is it?
Look, all that online trolling stuff is behind him, all right? He knows he was in the wrong.
Trying a new approach now. Locking my son in a burning building on Christmas Day.
He wouldn't do that.
How can you be so sure?
Mason didn't leave the house on Christmas Day.
Come.
Listen, Felix, I'm sorry this happened to DeMarcus, and yes, Mason still has a lot to apologise for, but this wasn't him.
Sorry. To the both of you.
Come on, Mason.
Scaring teenage boys, pushing Bobby into a meltdown. Great rapport with kids. It's not like I run a youth club or anything.
I'm sorry. Pushing Bobby into a meltdown, what do you mean by that? I only ask because I wasn't at home all of Christmas Day.
He was protective over his mum. You know how he is. Right, so she sent him to his room and stayed in there for hours. You know what I don't quite get, though? Who even knew that DeMarcus was in Price Slice at that moment? Someone knows something.
Hey up.
All right.
Oi, you stole your last mince pie.
I was just thinking about DeMarcus. He'd have died if it wasn't for Prince.
Yeah, well, Felix had a lucky escape.
Eh?
They both had to go and get emergency grub, but because Mercedes ballsed up the turkey joint.
Right. Felix said that him and Bobby had a fight.
Oh, classic. You're not my dad and all of that. I mean, we could hear the shouting from downstairs. I mean, no one's seen Bobby for ages after that.
What? Mercedes said that she was with Bobby all day.
No, he was in his room sulking. But I think that she wanted him out the way so her and Felix could, you know. Oh, why does your face look like you're brewing a fart?
Mercedes made out that she didn't take her eyes off Bobby all day, but now it turns out that there's a chunk of time that he's unaccounted for, and that's exactly when the fire took place. But what if whoever did it wanted Felix out of the way?
Because they was jealous that they was getting Mercy's attention.
Bobby. Hey, buddy. Wanna put your game down a sec? Thought you and I might have a little chat. Hey? So, the police are looking into what happened to DeMarcus. But did you know that Felix had followed him to Price Slice to get some food?
Yeah, because Mum burnt Christmas dinner.
Exactly, yeah, because your mum burnt Christmas dinner. But I was thinking that maybe whoever started the fire did so because they thought Felix might be in there. And there was no SD card in the security camera either. Someone must have taken it. Almost like they were trying to cover their tracks or something. Bobby, I know sometimes you feel a bit left out, don't you, mate? Hey? When your mum has a new fella.
What are you trying to ask me?
Bobby, did you go to Price Slice and try and play a little bit of a trick on Felix, thinking that he was in the storeroom?
You think I started the fire? It wasn't me.
Oh, it might have just been an accident. But if that SD card shows up...
Whoever had that SD card probably flushed it down the toilet or something. And you weren't there. What if you forgot to check the cameras? Oh, because you've been drinking. Not that it's your fault. You've got a disease. Please, Uncle John Paul, I haven't done any of this. You have to believe me.
I'm gonna stink at you, Bens, for this empire. Hey, did you manage to speak to Bobby?
I did. He denied everything, lied through his teeth.
Yeah, well, maybe you lot should have listened to me months ago. Honestly, the stuff that people think that they can flush.
This is the beginning of the end.
I swear, if I get my hands on the lowlife that did that to DeMarcus,
Are you sure that it wasn't Mason?
I should have got in his face. I could have handled it better.
You were being protective. Not wrong with that.
It's one of my many attractive qualities. Look, I'm sorry to drop by out of the blue, but I wanted to say that I couldn't get through all of this without you. And I mean that.
No need to thank me.
And if you require a dash in, +1 for the wedding.
No, you're probably busy. It's New Year's Eve and that in itself.
I can be free. If you want me to be. If it's okay with Bobby, I mean, I don't want to upset him. I know he's just trying to look out for you.
Let me deal with Bobby.
It was Bobby. He was after Felix. You were right all along. The kid's dangerous. He needs help.
We need to give this to the police.
What about the McQueen code?
Bobby is out of control.
And the wedding.
If you fancy it.
So what do we do?
Whatever it takes to stop Bobby from hurting anyone else. We either betray the family or we destroy it.